Hey everybody. It was recently brought to my attention that there were no videos on YouTube of antique runner sleds or collections. So I thought, well, I'm going to drag all my stuff out, throw together a quick video for you so you can see what's out there. I've got about 15 or so. I'll go through all of these individually. But I've had most of these for 20 or 30 years. I've restored almost all of them when I got them. There's a couple that are still original. If it was a nice original, I would not restore it. If it was a basket case, which most of these were, then I put them back as close as I could to original. So we'll go through these and give you a good look. All right, now the first one here. The Golden Falcon. Very nicely done, nice paint job. These were made in Maine, I believe. Probably pre-war, maybe early 40s. This one, it was all there when I got it, it just needed paint. And matching the original paint job was kind of tricky, but I think she came out well. The next one here, this one is highly sought after. It's called a Red Rocket. I think that's a P-38 on there. Some World War II. This is probably post-war. Lots of people want these. This whole front part is metal. That one was a tough one to do. Tough matching the colors. Now, the most prolific sled maker of all, of course, was the Flexible Flyer. I mean, they may still be making sleds. They've made millions and millions of them. This is probably the more sought-after version. One of the reasons why you can see the wood here is one piece, whereas on all the others, it's two pieces. So that's kind of the only sled ever done that way. I think it was the first one with any chrome on it. Let's take a look here. You can see the supports. They're kind of deco style. And this one, I actually kept the original printing on the back. So the back is actually still all original. But that's a nice one. That's a really, really, really fast one. Now the next one, this one is a complete mystery. It's the only one I've ever seen. It's Commodore. And this is exactly how it's supposed to look. All kinds of chrome on it, lots of paint. There's nothing on the back side. Just super, super rare, but really neat. Now this next one, this is actually the first one that I got. You notice it says it's a spring top flash, and I'll show you why. This I got in pieces and was able to put it back together. But the cool thing on these, it's got a spring suspension. The whole deck is separate from the runners. What a great idea. This was made by the Auto Wheel Coaster Company out of Buffalo. Now you can still find these out there from time to time. And they all come in different colors. There's a red and a black lettering. This one was white. I don't know what that means, but those are really, really interesting. The next one is big old sky plane. Pretty elaborate paint job on this guy. Had to redo everything on it. You can see the back side. The steering is a little different on this. People tried to find all kinds of interesting ways. See, you turn the handle, and there are people who don't know how these actually work. But that's kind of cool. Like that one. Now this one is the last one I got. This is all 100% original, even the rope. This is a Paris Racer, made in Paris, Maine. And this baby was just meant to go fast. That's got another interesting steering mechanism. This is 100% original. Very cool. Okay, the next one, this is another one called the Fleet Arrow. This one I'm guessing is from the 30s. This is really, really primitive. I mean, this thing is solid. It's built like a truck. Yeah, she turns pretty stiff. But it's got these little, I guess, handholds on the side. I don't know what those are for. Pretty interesting. And one of my favorite ones is this one. It's called a snowplane. Now look at the styling on this. Very delicate, very deco. Got a very nice chrome work. The cool thing on this is that this is a 3-runner sled. This is the 3rd runner, is how you actually turn it. Even duplicated all the patent numbers and the serial number on that one. This one was a complete disaster when I got it. Boy, she sure came out nice. I've seen a couple more. And then over here, here's another real unusual. So the other Fleet Arrow, I don't know if this was the same company, only later. But again, really deco, streamlined, beautiful sled. Never actually had this one out. Actually, I don't think I've had any of these out. They've done their time. They've been some kid's toy for years and years. They've seen the miles. They've been beat up, and now they get to enjoy the rest of their life hanging on a wall. Now the last one I'm going to show you, this is interesting. Now if Flexible Flyer was the most prolific, the second most was a company called Lightning Guider. They're out of Pennsylvania, and this is a Lightning Guider. But what's interesting, and this is not coming through, let me put it over here, let me get a better look. Okay, now you can see there is a name on it. From what I've been told, for a limited amount of time, if you bought one of these at the factory, you could have your kid's name put on there. Now, how many were ever made, we don't know. How many survive? Might be the only one. But this is an all-original Ricky Burns model Lightning Guider. This, I'm guessing, is probably from the 30s also. This one will never, ever be touched. That cannot be replaced. I mean, it's still got the nail holes from a little Ricky pounding nails into it. And those I'm going to keep. But yeah, a Ricky Burns. If you know Ricky Burns from Duncannon, Pennsylvania, I got his sled. All right, so that's the lineup. I hope you saw something you'd never seen before, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming by.